Make sure you got a lot of popcorn within arm's reach because our first world premiere is coming up now.
All right, let's see it. Number one.
There is a house in New Orleans.
The animals.
They call the rising sun. And it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one.
Yeah. What is this? Is this a game? Mars Attracts. Is it like a Mars sex simulator?
Mars Attracts is a park builder based in the Mars Attacks universe, and it's coming in 2025. So make sure it's on your wish lists.
Next up, we've got brand new gameplay from Spine, the Gun Fu action epic. Check out this trailer, soundtrack by John Wick composer Le Castlevania.
Let's see it.
Tensor, an autocratic AI controlling our city. It took over the government and let the gangs tear the place apart.
Okay.
They've taken my brother. It's time to fight.
Redline, I got your back. Always.
I don't know about this movement.
I never asked for this.
I really don't know. Look at the combat. That was okay. That's pretty good. Yeah. It got better towards the end.
Is coming to PC and consoles, so get it on your wish lists.
Yeah.
And keep in mind that you can find all of the games featured in today's show on our official Steam page. I mean, just type Future Game Show into your search engine and click on our Steam page.
Okay, well, this next game is a mixed media shooter where players embark on an expedition to Atlantis. Let's check out The Explorator.
For generations, explorers have traveled the world. That's Yoshi. That's not an explorer. Looking for relics of ancient... Yeah, this is... yeah. The greatest expedition of all time. We're gonna pillage the Vatican. And we're gonna find the Ark of the Covenant. We're gonna discover immortality. Oh, Atlantis? Oh, okay. Never mind. They said that. That's right. I feel like this is a commercial that would come on Adult Swim at 4:13 a.m.
The Explorer is coming soon, but there's a demo on Steam right now if you want to check it out.
All right.
Yeah.
4X fans, you've waited long enough. It's time for your first taste of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. Let's take a look at the first live-action trailer.
All right, let's get it.
Throughout our history, ordinary people have done extraordinary things, illuminating our potential. They inspired movements, created the impossible,
That was
and
Aliens.
destroyed the indestructible. Ordinary people chose to change
That's why
the
they built that
world,
wall.
chose to dream, to build, to hope,
Yeah, see?
to always hope. And if there's hope for one of us, there's hope for us all. Now it's your turn to reimagine civilization and build something you believe in.
That's a good trailer. Yeah,
You may
I
have
think that
heard
was
a
good.
familiar voice in that trailer, and that's because Gwendolyn Christie will star as the narrator in Civilization 7.
Cool.
Now, let's pass it over to the development team for even more exciting news about the game.
All right.
Civilization 7 has been a lift. We've been doing things that were much more challenging.
This
than
means
we
he's
ever
been
have in the
working his
past.
fucking ass off.
Ed came into this game, Ed Beach, the lead designer, with the intention of changing the way that we go about making a Civ game.
DEI is win
He wanted
women.
to shift it slightly in one direction to the other,
Yeah.
and make it so that our fans can't really lay out and predict exactly what we're going to be doing. One of his biggest disappointments is that every time we come out with an expansion pack, every
How's a
time we're talking
camel
about a
that
new
big?
game, inevitably our fans know what we're doing because it can fall into a pattern. They know that eventually we're going to need a government here. They know that the game's going to work, X, Y, yields Z. So he wanted to change that up. And with the current design that he's delivering, combined with shipping on all platforms all at the same time, this was a lift for the team.
My name is Ed Beach, and I am the creative director for Civilization 7. I love historical strategy games, whether it's a board game or a video game. Love anything where there's a really detailed, involved map. So Civilization is the perfect game for me.
In Civilization, we're always trying to paint a positive picture of the world, highlight all of the great accomplishments that humanity has achieved and all of the different cultures across the world have achieved. That's still true in Civilization 7. We're still highlighting the best things about each leader, about each civilization, and about each time period in history.
As a lifelong history nut,
I guess
I've
they
always
probably
been
won't
drawn
have
to the
Hitler then.
franchise as a means of playing with history and trying to recreate history, but also creating alt history. Both of them together really allow for a rich playground to
Well, they probably
overall
not,
learn
yeah.
more about history and its narratives.
We always want Civilization to be a snapshot of what you as a person and the empire you build to be this forward-looking, beautiful, shining light on a hill. And I think that even rides even better with Civilization 7. I love the new mechanics of new cultures emerging. I love the idea that everything you build is multicultural now. Different cultures contribute to other cultures. Whether you want to or not, in the real world, everything you see when you look around you has been contributed to by multiple peoples and influenced throughout
I've seen
history
Zoolander, and
by
I'm
multiple
feeling like,
cultures. I've always loved that about
you know,
Civ. I love the fact that it's a positive game. It's not a negative game. The whole game isn't about what's worse in humanity. It's about what's best in humanity.
Civilization 7 still has a lot of the same gameplay that fans will know and love. So there's still a lot that's going to feel really familiar. We're still highlighting the best things about each leader, about each civilization, and about each time period in history. But of course, we're spinning it in a new way and adding new gameplay systems on top of it.
There's a ton of cool new stuff, and you're going to have to learn it all. It's a lot, but we feel like we're teaching it to you as you go along. And when you really dig in, you're going to see how deep this thing goes. And we're excited to say and really believe that this is the biggest Civ experience that we have ever shipped out of this studio.
Okay. Cool.
Sid Meier's Civilization 7 is coming to PC, consoles, and Switch on February 11th, 2025. We'll have more from Firaxis later in the show, including a special gameplay trailer, so stay tuned.
Our next game actually came out yesterday. So I imagine some of you are already playing it, right?
I've heard about this
Probably raging at bosses, Googling guides.
No,
if not,
because it's fucking
this clip
easy.
might just convince you. Here's the launch trailer for Black Myth Wukong.
To be fair, that tiger boss was kind of hard.
Master,
That one took me a couple tries.
in the world are bad.
More good, of course.
Then why is there always suffering? And why do
Why
the
couldn't
bad
you cancel
folks
attack?
always win?
It's a
Because
my next
goodness
level.
without teeth
It's funny because that
punishes.
cinematic really doesn't.
It only foments.
It doesn't end well.
Cleanse the world with blood and grow lotuses in it. That is your destiny.
Ooh. 1592.
The keeper of the New West. Welcome, the Destined One.
The Destined One who doesn't even know what he's destined for? Those old rascals, they surely know how to name.
Is my kind destined for extermination? You're driven by glory, not destiny.
So this is the face of the Destined One. It will fit me just as well.
Bathed in blood, yet preaching peace. Oh, you immortals, pray enlighten me. What justifies your superiority?
I'm nowhere even near halfway done with this game. Oh my god. Oh man. Yeah. This shit's nuts. Is this wild compared to the start stuff? Yeah, that's what I would assume. God damn.
Confront Destiny and Black Myth Wukong, which is out now on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
It's on Xbox?
By the way, if you're enjoying the show, head to the link on the screen and fill out that FGS survey to have a chance at winning an iBuyPower gaming PC complete with an AMD Ryzen 7 CPU and GeForce RTX 4070. With over
when are they bringing out the new
$1,500,
graphics
baby.
cards?
Okay, another world premiere now.
The 5090s.
But if you watched our summer showcase, you might know already what it could be.
Next year? I'm kind of curious. What is it? This seems like the kind of game that Mizkif will do an 18-hour stream on and then not be able to beat the boss and have to quit. Yeah. No, this seems like cool mechanics. I like this. Dude, Dude, wouldn't they just take like Mario Maker expert levels and just put them in this game? Oh, fuck. It's called Croak. You know what Croak is used as a term for? Is
That was
die.
your first look at Croak, an indie platformer from developers who worked on Cuphead and
Yeah.
Rick and Morty. It's coming soon to PC, so
Oh, it's Cuphead.
you can add it to your wish list now on Steam.
Uh-oh.
Hey, we're taking a look at Monaco 2 now, the sequel to the indie co-op heisting hit from 2013.
I would try that game.
You know, it's all about the joy of improvising when
Yeah.
your best laid plans inevitably go awry. But we wouldn't know anything about that, would we, Ned?
No, absolutely not.
I am a man who wants it all. Money, power, respect. But do you know what I want most of all? I want Monaco. Right, let's go over the plan one last time. Today's heist, like every heist, is another step toward the prize so long denied me. Cosmo will distract the guards with her darling pooch. And Cicero will make sure they nap after playtime. Find Johnny the time he needs to shut down the machine. If the plan goes awry, no matter, Una will keep it on track. And we'll walk away one step closer to the top. Or run away, as the case may be. Heist by heist, we'll make this city ours. Or they may chase us, but we'll always be one step ahead. This is my city. This is my empire of crime.
Not for me.
This is Monaco.
Yeah, not for me.
Start getting the gang back together because Monaco 2 is coming to PC in 2025.
We're taking a closer look at Raven's Watch now.
What's
it's
this?
an action roguelike from the creators of Curse of the Dead Gods.
My forgotten legends. You are forgotten no more. No need to thank me. See how far you've come. Back to me! Here it comes!
To me, Raven's Watch. We've monsters to expand. Make me proud!
The fated moment approaches. Get ready! Show me what you have become.
She got the Super Mario World Bowser thing going on. It's Bowser Yago. Cool. Yeah, this game is something I'd try out.
Raven's Watch is launching later this year, but it's available now in early access if you can't wait to play it.
Now we've got a new trailer for Zero Space, a story-driven, real-time strategy game built with consultation from professional StarCraft players.
Uh-oh, RTS.
We were not the first out here, and we will not be the last. We will do everything in our power.
I'm sure this is going to be the good one.
Standing with the Keeper Council, we evolve our strategies to stave off the never-ending threats. Yet sacrifices must be made. Our enemies and allies alike watch with hungry eyes, ready to betray and undermine. And still, we must move forward together.
Where's the gameplay? Okay, so you have my hero units?
Every decision has a consequence. The choice is yours.
Zero Space is coming soon, so get it on your wish list. You can also support the game on BackerKit to get access to the upcoming beta.
Let's keep it rolling with another world premiere. This one's an atmospheric puzzle adventure game set in the northern latitudes.
I don't think that RTS can go well unless it's autoplay. I know it's super unpopular opinion, but in order for it to grow into a new genre, I think that's really what they have to do. But if they want to make small audience games like that, that's great. Good for them.
If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, or lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you. If all men count with you but none too much.
Yeah.
If you can fill the unforgiving minute.
Yeah.
With 60 seconds worth of distance run. Yours is the earth and everything that's in it.
Okay.
And which is more? You'll be a man, my son.
True. Wow. Is this a game?
I will find you.
All right. Will Follow the Light is coming to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation in 2025. Alex, next.
Well, I think it's about time that we bust open the Ones to Watch yearbook, don't you, Ned?
First up is Greedfall 2, The Dying World, which promises an even deeper RPG experience than its predecessor, if you can believe that. Let's find out more.
Birtitimad, Garance. Welcome back to the world of Greedfall, where adventure and political intrigue await at every turn. Your future is in your hands as you strive to survive amidst greed and corruption.
Where's the game?
The year is 1231, 3 years before the events of Greedfall. You're a native of Tearfredy, and as this adventure dawns, it is the eve of the initiation that will see you become a Donegad, a sage, a guardian of your people's knowledge, and a spiritual leader. But just as you're about to complete your sacred initiation, you're abducted by strange warriors from Gakan, the old continent, and thrown into the hull of a monstrous tall ship. After a long and arduous journey at sea, you disembark on the shores of Gakan and discover this foreign world where people have grown distant from nature and now war and conspire amongst themselves. You now seek passage back to your homelands. All the while, you must thwart the plans of the terrible man who kidnapped you in the first place. While Greedfall introduced the enchanted island paradise of Tearfredy, Greedfall 2 takes you beyond the island shores to the old continent of Gakan, cradle of the factions that struggle for dominance over Tearfredy. You will explore the crowded cities of Gakan and its various landscapes shaped by the different factions, cultures, and traditions that have inhabited them over the centuries. You will have to decide where you stand when you inevitably become embroiled in their internal conflicts. But you will not be alone in your quest. You will quickly meet unique and memorable companions on your journey
This just
who may
seems
join
like
your
a...
group. Discover their stories and make them a part of your group as you explore.
This seems like a worse version of like an Amazon adaptation of a pirate movie or a pirate
as you
series.
get closer to them and learn more about their background.
So boring.
You are the author of your own legend, Donegad. Choose and master the path of the sage you want to be,
Like,
whether
I
through
just-
diplomacy, bargaining, stealth, or your keen sense of observation. Your tracking vision may reveal clues in your environment. Use your talents, craft new tools, and get help from your companions to increase your odds of success. Of course, the use of force is always an option, to adopt as you see fit. Greedfall 2's all-new combat system puts you in control of combat more than ever before. Use the tactical pause at any time to stop the action and plan your group strategy, either on tactical pause or in real time. You can control all the members of your group and give them instructions using action points. So it's up to you to craft the perfect tactic to defeat your enemies. Change your combat style as you progress by drawing from the wide range of skill trees offered. Choose the style that suits you best, whether you're more of a melee fighter who uses traps, a range shooter with support spells, or even a master of poisons. You can even hone and develop your allies' fighting styles as well. Find the best synergies between your companions and overcome your enemies with the party that suits you best. Your destiny is in your own hands. Greedfall 2 is a thrilling RPG that takes you on an unforgettable adventure where your choices shape the future of your group, your people, and the world. The story is yours to write, Dobbygad.
It's like the most boring fucking garbage game I've ever seen. Next, let's go to the next one. It looks like trash.
Greedfall 2 is launching into Steam Early Access on September 24th, 2024, with a full release coming in 2025.
Okay, now we're shifting gears to focus on Akimbot, a robo buddy cop 3D platformer.
Okay,
Are you ready for this?
okay, all right.
Launch trailer. Let's
All
go.
right.
Call me Shipset. What's your ID?
Lexi.
Just follow my plan and we're home free. 3, 2, 1, duck!
Pumpkin Jack. Who the fuck is that?
Evilware fled to a planet. He's been building his awful army and plotting to acquire the artifact.
Bad guy's hiding in a volcano.
This looks kind of good.
Be a regular beach. Enough talk. Let's do business.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all right. Okay. Yep.
We'll see if your precious idol's as strong as a real one.
Yeah, you kill them. Yeah, kill them. Kill those cozy games.
On the warpath.
This actually looks fucking badass. What the fuck? 29th of August. Yeah, it actually looks really cool.
Akimbot is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on August 29th, 2024.
Yeah.
Our friends at Antistatic
that's
Studios
awesome.
are here to tell you more about Phantom Line, the cooperative survival shooter where players hunt creepy anomalies.
You gotta kill a boar. You see him? You gotta shoot him in the fucking head. Ratchet and Clank clone? Good. I love that game.
It's Chris from Antistatic Studios here. I'm excited to give you an in-depth look into our upcoming game,
up. They made one of the developers' faces a jump
Phantom
scare.
Line was born out of love for
fucked.
tactical shooters, survival games, and immersive sims. We felt that there was no game out
up,
there
man.
that would quench our thirst for such a blend, so we decided to set out on a mission and create a unique blend like that ourselves. We were fans of all things psychological horror, creepypastas, liminal spaces, urban legends, cosmic and analog horror. We got it all. In our world, the paranormal creatures and events are called the anomalies. They leak to our dimension through rifts in space and time, causing all sorts of issues for the humanity. Inspired by their incredible imagination, we started working with some of the best SCP creators out there. They already started contributing a ton to the world and depth of the lore.
We played hours and hours of multiplayer survival games and we loved the exploration challenges, but grew tired of starving to death every few minutes. We want the core of the experience to be the preparation for the journey, not the desperate search of berries. What we also missed was the tactical angle of that experience. That's why we are preparing a choice of realistic arsenal and tactics that you can choose to hunt down and fight the anomalies. You will need to survive in a war-torn environment, cut off from reinforcements or supplies.
You can venture out alone or take your friends with you. The game is designed as a 4-player co-op, but you can complete it and have fun as a single player with a spare artificial body. We call it the Husk. We encourage players to cooperate, to survive, hunt, build, and fight together.
We love open world games, where the environment feels like it has a life of its own, not waiting for the player to progress. We are building a vast open world, driven by a true emerging gameplay, with unpredictable events, ensuring that every encounter is a fresh challenge that can be solved in a number of other ways.
I've heard that
in the
a
next
lot.
demo, you will venture out into an open world in a 4-player teams. So join our Discord to stay up to date and be among the first to play it. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty decent.
One more thing I forgot to mention is that as a player, you're part of Mortfield Industries. Their operations span across a wide variety of activities, but their true mission is to make sure that the general public never...
Get down! Ready to set up!
I think that this is a big problem that a lot of people that make like fantasy horror games have, is that they don't have
Phantom Line is coming soon to SCP.
They don't have like a lot of mental disorders, and so they can't make horror games that are actually scary because they're too normal. That guy seemed way too normal to me. What's this? Like, you compare that to Kojima. You think Kojima's crazy? Yes. Absolutely. Damn, bro, like this shit, wow. This is just what I wanted. This is just what I want. This is so fun. Caravan? Turn it around.
Start your wish listing engines because Caravan Sandwich is coming to PC later this year.
Okay, our next section is a little different. We've teamed up with Prime Video and The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, to bring you a special feature covering the most exciting upcoming fantasy games.
But before we get into that, let's kick off this fantasy section with some exclusive footage from The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power Season 2, and get a taste of the many journeys that we're going to witness. Check it out.
Elrond, you are wise to fear this power.
Sauron has returned. The rings may well be a ploy on his part. They must be destroyed. I need your axe, old friend.
Will you fight with our friends?
The second season looks pretty good.
You think it was only you who put yourself in my power?
Yeah, it does. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna watch it. I am. Sorry. And if it sucks, I'll just stop watching it. I'm not that worried about it, guys. I'm really not.
First up on our list of upcoming fantasy games, we have got a bold new RPG with an electrifying art style. Metaphor ReFantazio embroils players in an intrepid tournament for the throne that involves cursed princes, fairy familiars, forbidden magic, and faraway dungeons. Metaphor arrives from the minds behind Persona 3, 4, and 5. So as well as a beautiful UI and captivating character designs, you can expect a thrilling Shoji Meguro soundtrack and a series of life simulator systems that help to augment the profound nature of the epic journey ahead. Thankfully, you won't have to wait too long to set off, as Metaphor ReFantazio is launching on October 11th, 2024 for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
I think this just might be a weeb game.
Monster Hunter Wilds is the latest evolution in Capcom's storied lineage of creature-tackling action RPGs, where players scheme, trap, craft, and fight their way to monster mastery. Taking place across a vast expanse called the Forbidden Lands, players will ride their raptor companions through this mighty open world, scavenging for supplies and coming face-to-face with formidable Animal Kingdom hybrids that require cunning plans and a catalogue of weapons to conquer. Fantasy fans should start sharpening their wits and their weapons because Monster Hunter Wilds is coming to PC and consoles in 2025.
All right.
10 years on from Dragon Age Inquisition, BioWare's legendary high fantasy series has returned. In Dragon Age The Veilguard, players step into the shoes of Rook, a customizable protagonist who must investigate perilous landscapes to rally a ragtag crew against enormous beasts and egg-headed elven gods hell-bent on tearing down the veil between worlds. Can you stop the realm from being torn asunder? Find out when Dragon Age The Veilguard launches later this year on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Like, they gotta fix that.
Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion.
Is this,
Carrying the torch lit by Lionhead Studios in the early 2000s, Playground Games' Fable reboot is a stunning reimagining of the famously funny fantasy series. It's set in the fairy tale land of Albion, where players will grapple with the burden of being a hero, as well as giant frogs and legendary beasts. Choice and consequence have always been a part of the Fable framework, and this has been teased with the introduction of fans and haters, as well as a mysterious rival hero. We'll find out more when Fable comes to PC and Xbox in 2025.
I'll play the new Fable game. I want to play Fable 1 to 3
Season
before it comes
2
out.
of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, will premiere on Prime Video this August 29th.
Damn, that's in
You
like
can
a
also
week.
wish list our most anticipated fantasy games on the Future Games Show Steam
No, you
page.
won't. Shut
Just
up.
type Future Games Show
Remember I
into
played
your
Dragon's
search
Dogma
engine
1
and
before
click
2
on
came
our
out?
Steam
Remember whenever I
page.
did that?
But back to the trailers
Why don't
now,
you suck a
as
dick,
we're
you fucking loser?
taking a peek at Rogue
Fuck
Waters,
you.
a tactical pirate
Shut up,
roguelite
idiot.
from Tripwire Interactive.
This looks like garbage.
Betrayed.
This sucks.
Cutter be locked in eternal battle with his foe. Navigate savage waters and choose your battles wisely.
Yeah, this sucks.
Gather your crew and ready yourselves to board the enemy vessel. Weaken the enemy by choosing your targets wisely. Board the enemy vessel with sharp positioning and clever tactics. Victory will be yours. Tame the legendary beasts to fight alongside you in battle.
Are you gonna crack it? Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay.
Are ye ready to settle the score?
No. Looks like trash. Next.
Arr, consider me timbers
Sucks.
shivered. Rogue Waters coming to PC on September 30th. Arr.
Well, Ned and I are taking a small break from our hosting duties now as we're about to air a series of back-to-back trailers.
It's a classic blitz play. We've got dwarfs, demons, and dice rolls to come, so there's a little sum for everyone.
Let's kick it off with Dwarven Realms, a new ARPG launching in September.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. I want to play this game. This actually looks good. Yeah. Unparalleled mob density. These people never sent 100% delirious burial chambers. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna 100% play this. Yep. Yeah, I mean, this is a game that's made for me. It's like dog shit, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. You gotta care about that? I'll play it anyway, I don't give a fuck.
When the Rift is in trouble, the only ones you can rely on are
Captain Planet.
Dimensionals is the hottest new roguelike RPG. Put together incredible teams of unique heroes. Like Short, he's a bit of a dummy, but he loves blasting specters. Or the mysterious Shade Strike, the smooth-tongued gambler from the Shadow Dimension. Assemble your favorite heroes, strategize to make insane combos, but watch out, because Ragnarok's world-crushing bosses are no joke. Take on the Rift in style with the epic cartoon soundtrack by Brad Green. Experience wicked comic cutscenes in Dimensional's campaign mode, or blast your way through the open rift and face incredible and unpredictable challenges. Encounter a huge cast of characters like the Rogue Rifters, here to help you take down the bad guys. Or are they? Side effects of Dimensionals will include fun, addiction to victory, temporary loss of reality, and spontaneous combustion due to awesome. Some assembly required batteries not included.
Next. It's Counter-Strike. It's Counter-Strike. who asked. Okay. Okay.
My darling daughter. Emily and Chester are doing well. Your city kids are getting used to the Bloomtown way of life. They started wandering all over our peaceful town. Besides, it'll do your kids some good to meet some folk with proper manners. I've put them to good use.
Best Buy.
Doing some small chores around the house. It'll temper their excessive talking, I hope. Well, they're not bad kids after all. They don't go where they're not supposed to. I think they even befriended some local kids. Either way, they'll be fine. You know how nice and cozy Bloomtown can be.
Hey guys, ready for game night? See you in 5. Hey!
Let's play.
Come on.
Check this out, guys.
Hold us up and we'll do something that will change the world. We'll define. We'll turn the shadow to light.
I'm ahead of you
Wait,
now.
what?
So, where were we?
How about this one?
So, what are we playing next?
Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed those trailers, but now we're back and ready to introduce the next game, Exoborn.
It's an open world extraction shooter where you fight for survival against an apocalypse of natural forces.
I caught him.
Here's
I
an
caught
interview
him.
with
I
the
caught
team
him.
at Shark
I caught him.
Mob,
He's all
so
He's fine.
you can learn more about it.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
In the world of Exoborn, which is kind of like a parallel alternate timeline deal we've set up, it's in the near future. Mankind is facing a looming climate disaster.
When the climate disaster became really bad, humanity rallied behind a project called Rebirth. So the ambition with Rebirth was to save humanity, to try to stop the climate disaster from happening.
And we try to execute on that plan, and something goes terribly wrong.
That's
resulting
why
in even worse disaster
you
than
don't
we
use electric
originally tried to
cars,
avert.
guys.
And in this disaster, the players
See?
kind of get caught up in initially a bit of a mysterious
This is
conflict,
anti-climate
which you
change
get to explore
propaganda.
in the game.
This
and you get
game
to figure
is
out exactly
funded
what's
by
going on behind the
Exxon and
scenes.
Shell.
But essentially, you are a rebel trying to save mankind.
By
and
adding in
things
gas
get progressively
cars.
worse. Kind of like the firefight in a tornado. It gets worse and worse, not better and better. Exoborn is a tactical open world extraction shooter. Set in a very dynamic world with forces of nature that constantly affect the way you play the game.
You might be looking to grab some loot in a certain area, but oh no, suddenly there's a massive tornado ripping through there and you're getting ambushed at the same time. So it's that change, that dynamic change that we think is really exciting and fresh.
played Mecha
So when
Break.
players go in, session to session,
I won every
minute to
single
minute,
game.
and
I
even
got
second to
bored of
second,
winning, so I
they're
stopped
having to
playing.
constantly change their decision making.
It's just
What
too
do I
easy.
do? How do I go after my objectives?
Then
What do
they
I want to
nerfed my
do
mech,
now?
I quit
In
the game.
Exoborn, you are what you carry. So if you want to do a lot of damage, you need a big gun. If you want that gun to behave in a different way, you need attachments, you need to modify that gun. And it's the same way for the Exorig. If you want that Exorig to have different abilities, you need to find or
Give
buy
me an
different
beta for
abilities
this, I'll
and
play
equip
this.
it. However, if you die, you lose it all, which
Oh,
means
wow.
that it's very high stakes when you're out
in a session, and you need to extract to be able to keep everything you have collected to the next session.
This looks bad.
I think people who've already sampled extraction shooters and enjoy them, there's going to be lots for them to enjoy and get in on. People who've played PvP shooters of different ilks, the more traditional ones, they're also going to have an exciting time within the world.
We've had a mantra since many years back, since previous employments, which is always playable. Basically get the game up and running quickly, at least for us it's always been in multiplayer, so you can have people come in, evaluate it, and then you build based on user feedback. The natural evolution for us from that was something we call community first, which is we always develop the game with the community in mind.
That's what I would have guessed.
We've begun to do these closed tests where we play with not just tens or hundreds of players, but thousands of players, and we get their feedback. And we get to see how in line our thinking is with the people that we want to ultimately play our game.
I'm not an extraction,
we look at the data, and we get a very solid understanding, so we can progress and make additional content, additional features.
For this, but I would try
you
it
can
out.
wishlist Exborn on Steam, join our Discord, or go to the website and sign up for the playtest.
Exoborn is coming soon to PC and consoles, so wishlist it now. You can also sign up on the official website for future playtests.
No, I'm on board with this one. Is it me or you? Is it me or them? Is it me or them? Yo, Primogen, thanks for the raid, bro. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. It's them? Well, thanks. Well, now I can just talk rather than having to type. This reminds me of those games that, like, whenever your parents, any of you guys ever had parents that didn't love you enough to give you Nintendo, and so they bought you a PlayStation game, and they thought that they would get you, like, just the shitty PlayStation knockoff of the real good Nintendo game would be? I feel like this is like... Oh, fuck.
You heard it here first. Fast Penguin coming to PC and consoles in September 2024.
Next, we've got a cooperative survival game from the team that brought you Surgeon Simulator. Here's your first look at gameplay from Lost Skies.
All right, let's see it. Okay. They've got some cool ideas with this game. Oh, okay, this could be interesting. So you build ships and you fight bosses? Okay, all right, all right.
Lost Skies is soaring onto PC
Should have
soon,
started
so look
with
out
that.
for it.
Okay, our spotlight montage is up next, where we're gonna hone in on a set of 6 games launching in the near future.
Have you ever wondered if you could survive in an ever-changing post-apocalyptic landscape?
No.
Well, wonder no longer. With the brutal survival simulator Endzone 2. Build settlements and balance resources as you face off against an unforgiving world. Endzone 2 is launching on August 26th.
I just wouldn't leave the
available
house.
in early access on Steam right now.
Take a trip back to the 1980s with Tormenture. A dark horror adventure starring a cursed retro cartridge that is affecting the world around you. Solve puzzles as you steel yourself to a variety of eerie disturbances. And watch out for the surreal enemies that skulk in your shadowy surroundings.
It's trying to be Undertale.
Tormentor is coming soon to PC, but you can check out a demo on the game's official Steam page.
Cool idea. Maybe that could be good.
A third-person roguelite with a delightfully gory twist, Swap Meet allows players to augment themselves with the discombobulated viscera of their enemies. Inspired by games like Hades and Returnal, you'll play as an upgradable galactic meat scientist, always on the lookout for powerful leftovers. Swap Meet is coming soon to PC, but the first 1,000 players to sign up at go.playswapmeet.com/FGS will get guaranteed
Why
access
didn't they just
to the
use
next
Swap
playtest.
Meet? Was that domain already taken?
Sea Power. Naval Combat in the Missile Age is a Cold War conflict simulator from the lead designer of Cold Waters. You'll take part in tense battles for naval and air supremacy, using realistically modeled vehicles and weapons. Players can enjoy a dynamic campaign with multiple theaters, where they must use their wits to respect the rules of engagement in historical and fictional combat scenarios. Sea Power is coming soon to PC, and you can wishlist it now on Steam.
Great. Geometry, the video game.
Harness the fury of the elements in Stormforge, a mod-friendly survival crafting adventure set in a procedurally generated magical world. Alone or with up to 8 players in co-op, you'll pilfer dangerous storms for resources and use the treasure to craft epic structures and
Looks
topple
pretty rough.
deadly bosses.
It's a cool
What
idea,
secrets
but it
will
looks
you
rough.
uncover as you conquer this mysterious landscape?
Yeah.
Find out when Stormforge launches on PC in 2025.
I think if they had more funding for this, they could actually make it good.
Discover scintillating synergies in Dark Sky, a tactical deck builder with an emphasis on narrative.
You guys want to
Players
learn
will explore the hostile surface
a
of an
little
alien
thing about
planet,
me?
crafting
Is
cards
it if I
and
see cards
exploiting
inside of a
weaknesses
game,
as
I
a band of
immediately
heroes
think the game is
hell-bent
garbage.
on saving their homeworlds. Dark Sky is coming soon to
Except for
PC.
Cards of Divinity and PoE. That's okay. Everything else isn't.
We're back on stage, and we've got another special section for those of you who can't resist the allure of one more turn. Here's a special gameplay trailer for Sid Meier's Civilization 7.
Let's see it. What about Darkmoon cards? I never did that shit. I just got myself the loot from the raid. I didn't do that pussy shit.
Well, we hope you have enjoyed that closer look at Civilization 7's gameplay.
Yeah.
But that's not all. We've got an interview with the team at Firaxis Games focusing on the new features coming to the game. So check it out.
When Ed Beach first pitched his concept of what he thought Civilization 7 was, it was really cool. And he wanted to know where he could go next. How can he really change the way that players approach a game of Civ? Really bring something new to the table, not just more layers on top of what we already had.
By breaking the game up into ages, we're able to simulate better that rise and fall of the civilization and have one turn into another culture and people with their own unique identity and continue to build on your empire in a new way.
What makes Ages interesting is the ability to really focus in on that particular time period, whether it's the interaction between the civs, between the leaders, the nature of that interaction, That's what the age system really allows for, that kind of experimentation on a level that has not been seen before in previous Civ titles. When you pick a new government, what does the grocery store owner think about that? When you go to war, what kind of experience do your soldiers go through? These are the kinds of insights that the narrative system offers, these windows into the everyday lives and experiences and reactions of your people to what you are doing as the leader and what is happening during this particular period of time in the history that you're creating.
So one of the cool things about Civilization 7 that does sort of mirror the ingenuity and creativity of humans is that you have a chance to win the game pretty much at any point. You're never really out of it. When you get to a new age, you get new strategies, you can pivot and change things up. And then in the final age, you get a chance for that sudden death victory, knock out the other players. And even if you were trailing previously, the chance to get that victory at the end is pretty much always there for you.
One of the coolest new addition too with Ages is the way that you have new cultures emerging based on how you play. So if I'm playing, for example, Confucius, when I go to the next stage, I've already got some lines into, because I'm playing Confucius, I've already unlocked a couple different civilization options that I get to merge into. But depending how I play, if I'm playing, mountainous territory, if I'm playing with things that trigger unlocks for other civilizations, I can change the path of my own history. So when you get to the end of an age, based on how you've played, based on the civ you've chosen, based on the leader you've chosen, that determines the next cultures that are available to you to emerge as you go into the next age. It's a really cool growth mechanic that has you evolving and steering your culture as you go through time. When you get to the end of the game, when you get to the end of the modern age, you've got this truly multicultural empire that you've built.
What matters at the end of the day is that you've built an empire that you are proud of and that you have had fun building and that you gain satisfaction from.
I don't think our audience will ever realize how much they influence the game that we're working on. This is the first place I've worked where we actually look and listen to our fans and then integrate those things into the game to make it a better game. It's kind of like everybody's civilization, not just ours.
We love our community. We always say that we have the best fans in gaming, and it's true. We love listening to our community, getting all of the feedback that we can about the game from Civilization 6 and games prior. We gather it all, we listen to it, we make tweaks to it, and we've put a lot of that thought and feedback into Civilization 7 and continue to build it into the best game possible.
Build an empire that stands the test of time in Sid Meier's Civilization 7, which is coming to PC, consoles, and Switch on February 11th, 2025.
We've got another world premiere coming up next for an action platformer with a shape-shifting protagonist. Let's check it out.
It's all right.
Maui the Shapeshifter is coming soon to PC. You're welcome.
And now let's push things forward, okay? Because we've got another Ones to Watch deep dive for you now. And this one's all about the end of the world, isn't it?
Yeah, while I recover from Ned's British accent, here's Rebellion Games to tell you more about Atomfall.
I thought my British was great.
All right, yeah.
Okay, let's see it.
I'm Ben Fisher, I'm Associate Head of Design for Rebellion, and I'm working on Atomfall. Atomfall is a survival action game set in 1950s Yorkshire, where the player wakes up inside a quarantine zone surrounding the Windscale plant, and they have to uncover why they're there, and what has caused this quarantine, and how to survive the mysteries that they find there. With Atomfall, we wanted to try something new, and that involved bringing in lots of different reference points. One of the games that has influenced Atomfall is obviously, you can see some parts of something like Fallout in there, but also other games in that similar genre like Metro, even a bit of Bioshock. When you start the game, you wake up in a bunker inside this nuclear quarantine zone. You don't know who you are, you don't know how you connect to this larger story. The major motivator for the player through the story is finding out how they relate to this disaster, what this disaster is, how they can escape. We don't tell you what your backstory is, but we plant clues through the game about what it might be. There are several mysteries that we set up but won't pay off as part of this larger world building. Part of the reason for that is to give you room to express yourself and to make those decisions yourself, but part of that as well is that the history of that kind of British storytelling is to open mysteries and not fully resolve them in a satisfying way. So it fits nicely with the kind of world that we're trying to build. We wanted the combat in this game to feel very kind of brutal, high stakes, kill or be killed survival. So the combat system blends melee combat options with ranged combat, so you can find melee weapons and throw them, you can kick enemies, you can smack them with a heavy strike or jab at them with lighter strikes. And we want you to mix up these options, so you've got to choose every shot carefully. So that kind of high intensity survival is the philosophy we had in mind when building the game. But we want to make sure as many players as possible can enjoy the play experience. So we've approached difficulty in a slightly different way, and we approach it instead as different play styles. So the game has a survival element, it has a combat element, and it has an investigation element.
Yeah,
and we give the player the options at the start of the game to fine-tune any of those channels of gameplay to have the play experience that they prefer. We've added lots of accessibility options as well to make sure the game is playable by as many people as possible. Atomfall is coming to PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox, PC, a Day 1 Game Pass in 2025.
Seems okay. I don't know if I'd really be that excited about it.
Blimey.
Seems all right.
Investigate the apocalypse when Atomfall lands on PC and consoles in 2025.
It's getting better.
It's
great.
Irish, kind of.
Yeah, no, it's
sound
great.
like Roger Clark. God help me.
This next game was revealed during our spring showcase earlier this year. It is a cult simulator that puts players in service of the eldritch gods. So here's the latest update on the Worshippers of Cthulhu.
Peggy 18.
Yeah, I've heard about this game before. This is a pretty cool idea, but I don't see this game like really implementing it well.
Breaking news! Worshippers of Cthulhu is coming to PC and consoles on October 21st, 2024.
Yeah.
Now it's time to check in with Spirit of the Samurai, an adventure game inspired by Japanese mythology.
Cool.
coming out soon then. It says fall. That's in like 2 months.
Spirit of the Samurai is coming to PC in autumn 2024.
Now we've got an update on Starship Troopers Extermination. Let's see what Offworld has been cooking.
Hi, I'm Chaz Barker.
This game looked like Helldivers 1.5.
Let me tell you about something we're introducing to the game. This is this monstrosity of a tank, but in bug shape. It's called the Tanker Bug. It has a suite of different moves that it's going to ruin your day with. We're trying to make the Tanker Bug experience as close to the movie as possible. Do as much damage as possible before he probably gets mad at you.
I'm Tamiris Barat, aka Tammy. I'm the lead environment artist on Starship Troopers Extermination. Boreas. This is an icy planet that has been infected by a bug meteor. The bugs have had time to mutate and evolve within that frosty environment. That's where our players are going to be able to encounter the Frost Drone and the Frost Warrior. So we're very excited to introduce this new biome to you guys, and we really hope that you guys enjoy it.
I'm Peter Maurice, project lead for Starship Troopers Extermination. Our goal for single player is to introduce a new way to progress your character and prepare you for 16-player multiplayer. A really cool aspect that we wanted was bringing General Rico in. He's now in charge of a special operations group. He's forming the best of the best from all military branches, and he's invited you to come and try out for a special operations group. When we launch in console in October of 2024, that is just the start of a very robust roadmap of features and gameplay moments that we'll be bringing in, so you can expect to see tons more bugs and worlds to explore in Starship Troopers Extermination.
Okay.
Starship Troopers is launching on PC and consoles in October 2024. But if you can't wait to fry some bugs, it's already available in early access on Steam.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here's
really.
a gameplay trailer for Los Pingueros, a multiplayer snowball brawler where you duke it out with your buddies in melting arenas. Cool, comfortable, air-conditioned paint. Oh, I can dig that.
You would.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like a Mario Party minigame. Great.
Los Pingueros is coming soon for PC and Nintendo Switch.
Now, if you remember, during the summer showcase, the Future Game Show launched a new initiative to spotlight up-and-coming indie games. We called on developers to submit their games in a tight 45-second format, kind of like
Shark Tank?
indie elevator pitch, if you will.
Well, our inbox has been overwhelmed with creativity, and the crew behind the scenes have picked out some of their favorite examples to share with the world. Do you want to take a look?
I do.
Hi, I'm Dana, and I work on Projected Dreams with my friends at Flowberry Studio. The story of Projected Dreams is about a little girl named Senka and her mother. Together, they tell stories and animate them through shadow play on the wall. After moving houses, Senka is left to tell stories by herself and uses her mother's old photo album as an inspiration for her fantastical dreams. Solve puzzles by dragging, rotating, and stacking toys from Senka's room to recreate shadow silhouettes on the wall to uncover key events from her mother's past. Projected Dreams echoes the comforting feeling of playing in your bedroom during warm summer nights and slowly unfolding the stories of the people closest to you. The game will release early next year on PC and Mac, so be sure to wishlist Projected Dreams on Steam.
Hi everyone, my name is Martinez, and along with my colleague Montes, we are the developers of Haunted Paws, a game where you play as two puppies trying to rescue their human friend trapped inside a haunted mansion. You'll have to work together to complete puzzles and sneak past monsters that live inside the mansion. The whole experience is focused on two-person multiplayer, so it's perfect for couples and friends alike. We'll feature both local split screen and online multiplayer, so you can play on the couch or across the country. Only one player has to purchase the game and can then invite their friend to play for free. The game also has a full range of customization options for your playable character, which allows you to bring your real-life dog into the game. Haunted Paws will be coming to Steam and major consoles, but we still haven't decided on the release date yet. In the meanwhile, you can follow us on social media for development updates, and don't forget to wishlist on Steam so you know when the game is out.
Alright. There's only 2 of them. Do we have any more?
Hi, I'm Pablo Coma from Rablo Games, and I'm super excited to tell you more about Necrostory.
Show the fucking game.
Necrostory is a light-hearted RPG where you play a powerful and kind of evil necromancer. Okay. You cast powerful necromancy spells, raise armies of skeletons, sign dark pacts with demons so that you can later transform into them, and most importantly, you capture dead enemy souls before they fly away in order to take control of them. After capturing creatures, you can manage your team and the skills and equipment of your teammates.
There's
you
like
can
a million
also
auto
upgrade
battle
each
games
of your
like this.
own spells using their dedicated skill trees. Necrostory will be available for PC and consoles in September 2024.
Okay. Alright.
Hi, I'm Alex and I'm a solo dev working on a multiplayer action RPG called Sword Eye. Sword Eye is an extraction looter that combines the fast-paced directional combat you'd find in games like Mordhau or Chivalry with massive multiplayer dungeon crawls. Enter the dungeon alone or with friends, battle your way through monsters, bosses, and other players, and escape with your loot alive. I'm building the game I've always wanted to play, and I can't wait to share it with you all. So visit the Steam page to wishlist the game and sign up for the next free playtest.
This is the most promising one I've seen so far. Yeah.
Please be sure to wishlist those games on Steam and support their development.
And if you'd like to take part in the indie elevator pitch, just follow the link on the screen
to
find
dev
all
as well.
the details
that's
on how to
impressive,
submit
man.
your game.
That is.
All right,
That's
keep
really
things
impressive.
moving and take a trip to Bionic Bay.
All right.
This atmospheric puzzle platformer is set in a gorgeous mechanical world.
What's this? Okay. This is pretty cool. Yeah. Can't wait to watch you rage clip the second level. Yeah. Yeah. This reminds me of those phone games. Uh-huh. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I actually think that looks pretty promising. That's a cool looking
Bionic
game.
Bay is coming to PC in 2025. But, of course,
this is one of the better looking games we've seen so far.
Right now.
Yeah, I hope you're not getting tired of all these world premieres because we've got yet another one coming up.
All right, let's see it.
The rift took us all by surprise.
Okay, cool.
Mystralia was about to vanish into oblivion. But when the goddess called, I answered.
Okay.
It's a big world out there. Don't be afraid to take the wrong path. If nothing else, it'll make a good story.
Collect the world's memories to shape the powers within you.
Okay.
Even our guardians seem to have forgotten who they are.
Memories of the world, enlighten me. And give me the strength to face the shadows that threaten me.
Could be good. Yeah, that could be good.
Memories await.
Could be. Yeah, could be.
Unleash your magical creativity in Echoes of Mystralia, which is coming soon.
We're going back to back with the world premieres just to keep you on your toes.
Let's see it.
This next one is a beloved reimagining of a terrifying Half-Life mod. Ooh.
Half-Life.
Okay.
Love it.
That's good. I like that. This seems okay. Yeah. All right. Not so bad. What'd you guys think? Yeah, it's all right.
Nightmare House Reimagined is opening its doors to PC players in 2025. The developers are also bringing the original Nightmare House mod to Steam. So watch out for that in the near future.
All right, it's time for another set of back-to-back trailers, so get your wish list ready while we take a breather.
Oh, man, I'm getting old.
Let's see it. Okay. Is it a Black Plague simulator? Okay, I wish I could see more of that. Yeah, like that's interesting.
Do you fear death? Most mortals do. And for those who accept it, there is power.
great. This is just what I was hoping for.
Back again.
Thank God.
You? Come now. You can do better than that.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Decent.
Central, this is dispatch. Do we have any more agents on standby?
Yeah, it seems okay. Just nothing interesting? It's not super interesting. What's this? This is cool.
I write these lines from a lost monastery in the Pyrenees, whose name and existence few know. Although I came here as a guest, I am now a prisoner. Luckily, I am not alone. A group of companions and I are planning our escape. We must confront violence, corruption, and our own fears. Thus begins our tale. May God have mercy on our souls, or whatever is left of them.
Welcome back. What's up next, Ned?
Well, Beyond Galaxyland is a stylized cyberpunk RPG adventure.
I'm so tired of these turn-based, slow, boring games. Get your hands on it. They're so, like, just fucking boring. Like, so lame. Like, who the fuck plays
the very
this?
universe
Like, am I not understanding this? Because, like, I don't know anybody that plays games like this. Where do these people even come from?
Life hangs in the balance.
I'm so confused. A Game of the Year contender?
You better start believing in heroes.
Let's see it.
Guys? Stranded a billion light years from home. No idea if Earth still even exists. And a sentient gas cloud devouring the cosmos.
That's bad.
You're not gonna save this universe alone. Skyrocket across the far reaches of the galaxy.
People do enjoy strategy, tactics, RPGs, not for everyone.
Crew of
yeah, I just feel like
that might just tip the balance.
There's just so many of them. Like I want to know the player numbers on this.
With galactic nemesis and a secret power manipulating reality.
I just feel like they're just like way overrepresented.
Defending time and space might be easier said than done. Beyond Galaxyland. Plummeting to Earth on September 24th. Wishlist now.
Yeah.
Guys?
Beyond Galaxyland is coming to PC and consoles on September 24th, later this year.
Very cool.
This next section, the ones to play montage, features games with demos available on Steam. So
let's see them.
You can try them all out right after the show. Let's see who made the cut this time. First up is Miniatures, an anthology of dreamlike adventures
about childhood. This makes me want to make the cut.
Next up, we've got Anima Flux, a cooperative Metroidvania set in a desolate, far future world.
Yeah, any game like this, I would try it.
And here's Tiny Glade, a relaxing sandbox game where you doodle digital castles in pastoral environments.
Or how about Office Fight, a physics-based puzzle game where you break stuff because work sucks.
Last but not least, here's Wilmot Works It Out. It's a cozy game where you put together jigsaw puzzles. That was our ones to play montage. If you want an easy way to find all those games, check out our official Future Games Show page on Steam. What's next, Alex?
Well, our friends at Thunderful have sent over the launch trailer for SteamWorld Heist 2. Let's check it out.
I'm in.
I can feel it all through my mental being. Ooh, yes, I must confess, I can see the rainstorms fall into the short skirts. I can see lightning fall. Oh no, I must have shown too much of these waves. How to have some okay days out of the haze.
It seems even robots can't resist a big score. SteamWorld Heist 2 is out now on PC and console.
Is it really?
Our next game stars a novelist pup who is learning to live in a world after war. And don't let the trailer fool you. It really is that gorgeous.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah. What's this? Is this the same game? It is. It's about it's a dog game?
Yep, you saw that right. Sunset Hills is out now on PC. And a console release is coming soon.
Okay, it's time for the final entry in our Ones to Watch yearbook now. It's
right,
a cannon
let's see it.
simulator with an exceptionally long name, but thankfully the developers have shortened it to PVKK.
Oh, come on. That's no fun. No guts, no glory. I'm going to do this thing, all right? What's the actual name? Let me try it out. Okay, so this game is called Planet and Independent Bingun.
Nailed it!
I know, you know what? Never mind. Screw it. Let's just roll the interview.
Good
What
idea.
are these guys doing to me?
Let's see it. Most likely to make you save the world. I swear to God, if this is turn-based, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
I'm René, I work at Bip & Bits and we are a small indie developer in Germany. We are working on Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant, or PVKK in short, and essentially it's Space Invaders, but the cannon you fire is really complicated. In PvKK, you are in the small bunker and you are tasked with fending off an interplanetary invasion from space. So you shoot down spaceships.
Okay.
Maybe you've been wondering if PvKK is a horror game even, or a narrative game. And really, it's a simulation game, but a very approachable one. Not that you need to study a big manual for very long. We do have a lot of narrative parts and mystery parts that are intended to give more reason to actually firing the cannon. So you get some story with that. And you know why you're doing that.
Attention, Commander. Stand by for mission debriefing.
This seems decent.
Your service today was at the expected level.
I wanted to explain a little bit what you actually do in the cockpit. First of all, you manage the energy levels. So you have different types of generators depending on where you are at the game.
It's probably not a game I would
play. And you generate
play,
energy to use with your cannon and in your facility.
It's a unique idea, yeah.
Then you need to monitor the space where the spaceships come in and try to land on your planet. And you need to identify them, detect them, classify them, and then you need to make a plan how you want to approach that situation. If you've chosen a weapon on a target, you go into this long firing sequence where you just pick your ammunition, get it ready for firing, and then you have to basically calculate at which angle you have to shoot the gun. Because the ships are moving at a certain speed and you know your projectile is moving at a certain speed, so you have to calculate how much you need to lead your shot. And then you adjust the cannon and get everything ready without losing energy, and then you can fire the shot. And this, depending on the ship's size, this has to be a really well done sequence, because there are larger ships and there you don't need to be super precise, but you can also be really precise. Like you can hit a 2-meter target at a 15 kilometers distance if you calculate correctly, even with the big gun. Our goal is to release Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant 2025 on Steam, wishlisted now, and join our Discord to not miss anything and chat with us.
Yeah, that's a cool idea for a game. It is. I actually think that's one of the more interesting ones I've seen so far.
Who knew managing a planetary defense cannon could be so cozy? PvKK is blasting its way onto PC in 2025.
20 minutes per shot. Yeah.
There's an obnoxious rodent on the loose. Thankfully not in the studio, but let's keep an eye out, because it's not just any pest, all right? Alex, this squirrel,
it's a cozy game
got a
for
gun.
men. You spend 20 minutes instead of learning how to make a garden, it's learning how to shoot a cannon.
In a world of peace and tranquility.
This is SWAG Morning
Homeowners will now hunt
significant power outages.
A hidden truth lies beneath the surface. An ordinary rodent's fate is within his grasp. Now this squirrel is here to eat nuts and shoot some guns. And guess what? He's all out of nuts. Expect sandboxing, puzzle solving, and gun-slinging action.
All right.
In the platform epic you never knew could exist.
Yeah, that's true.
Hold on to your nuts. The food chain's got a new hierarchy. Get ready for Squirrel with a Gun. Coming soon to Steam and Epic. And coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X and S this fall.
Man.
Stick 'em up. Squirrel with a Gun is coming to PC
That
on
actually
August
looks pretty
29th with
funny.
a console release later
I like
this year.
the idea of that.
So over to you, Ned.
Okay, well, let's take a closer look at One-Eyed Liko. This is a psychological horror game inspired by Slavic mythology.
Okay, let's see it.
Хорошо с тобой в 30-м царстве, кузнец, как в божий день. Отдыхаешь душой.
Я просто хочу выбраться отсюда.
Где еще ты найдешь такую компанию?
Я ищу лихо, не чтоб угодить ему в пасть.
Да ну, а для чего?
Чтоб, черт, да бес его знает, портной.
Говорят, кто ступил в темный лес,
Yeah,
не уйдет
it's a Russian
прежде.
game, so there's no doubt somehow there's radiation involved here.
Пройди сквозь чрево
we just don't know how.
Умри и сам воскресни. Ну что, готов? Нет! Стой! Погоди! Лихо! У тебя гости!
Yeah, that seems okay.
One-Eyed Liko is coming soon, and you can wishlist it on Steam.
All right, we're closing in on the end of the show, but that doesn't mean we don't have any tricks left up our sleeve.
Yeah, you know, this game was revealed at Gamescom last year, but we've seen nothing else about it until now.
Yeah, what was it?
Sometimes things don't go as planned. And sometimes... Digging. Always searching for answers we should have never asked. Always clawing at the surface like worms begging for food. A lack of understanding to push what we don't know when something should be left alone.
Decent.
There's nothing we can do.
There is no end.
Come on, you shouldn't have shown more than that.
We all want the truth.
That seems okay. Yeah.
Retrieval is a haunting horror adventure built in Unreal Engine 5, and it's coming soon to PC and consoles.
Well, unfortunately,
Yeah.
that also means our GamesCon showcase has come to an end. First off, Alex, thank you. It was great hosting with you.
No
It's
gameplay?
been an absolute privilege.
I mean, the style
my
looked
honor.
okay. It's
Well, you
probably
know
going to
now
be just like
we're-
a walking game.
Outlaws for Laugh. I'd also like to thank everyone at home for tuning in.
Yeah.
You might want to stick around, though, as even though we're getting out of here, the Future Game Show expansion pack is coming up right after this, with even more trailers and deep dives into games like Post Trauma and Tiny Glade.
Hey, don't miss it. There'll also be some follow-up content on
Yeah.
GamesRadar.com, as well as our FGS social channels on YouTube and TikTok. And make sure you follow up on any games that caught your eye today. Drop a wish list, play the demos, or just show the developers some love on social media. Hey, every little bit helps.
It really does. I'm Alex McKenna.
And I'm Ned Luke.
And this has been the Future Game Show at Gamescom 2024.
Yeah, I think most of the game that they show were pretty garbage. There were a handful of them that were okay. But overall, I think that it's just like, there's like such an oversaturation.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the Future Game Show.
There's like such an oversaturation of like these, like really like soft, modern, like turn-based simulator games. And I don't really see where they're coming from. Like, I don't know like why we keep seeing so many of them. Like, stuff like this, for example, like, I always wonder and ask myself, like, how many people actually play these games? Because, like, I think people have these ideas for games, and then the games seem like they're okay, but then the games actually don't, like, I'm just like, I just don't really even see how it works, you know? Like, it's a simulator? Yeah, I don't really get it at all. Like, they're like mobile games? Yeah, they're like mobile games too, I think. They're cheap to make. I guess. I just, like, I don't see, like, where do these games come in? And who is really buying these games? And I want to look and see, like, what the Steam charts of this are. because I don't see anybody looking at it. XQC calling? What is this? How does that work? I don't think so, as far as I know. Like, I don't know how it works. Yeah, what the fuck? Northern Lion? Well, I don't know. Parents accountability? Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if he probably thought the same thing about the game that I did, honestly, about the shit that I did. So, yeah, no, I mean, I fucking agree. Like, it's just like, in my opinion, I just don't really, you don't have a game with, like, what's this here? You don't have a problem with Black Myth Wukong, even though the genre is oversaturated? Well, I don't have a problem with it because I just think the gameplay looks interesting. What I'm saying is that, and also, like, keep in mind, too, if you look at this, like, let me see if I can pull it up. Like, a lot of other people agree. Like, they think it's also interesting, too. So all these other people think it's interesting. So, like, the problem I see is that it's the same boring games that come out over and over and over. And I just don't see where the audience for them is. Is he calling you? I don't know. I don't know how that system works. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. Like, I've never even used it. I don't know what it is. Sorry. I'm like an idiot with that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't get it at all. Probably kids. Yeah, no, I think so too. And it's soft people games. Well, like, what I'm curious about is that I think these are, like, and this is what my concern is with games like this, right? Is that I feel like there's, like, game developers that, like, hype each other up about this all the time. They're, like, trying to, like, you know, gas each other up about, like, oh yeah, this game is going to be great, this game's going to be good, etc., right? Not doing anything serious, so don't worry, it's pretty pointless. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't even know what you mean. Sorry, I was very confused. I don't know what's going on even. I'm very confused. I know there's like a new Twitch feature or something, but I don't know how it works or anything like that. But no, ask guys at Mad Mushroom. No, I mean, like, I get it. It's just like, do you see kind of like what I'm saying is that how, like, I think that there are these games that just kind of get gassed up, but then when they hit an actual audience, like, nobody's really there to play them. I feel like I see so many examples of that. And I think this is really the way it is you see so many of these games that, you mean toxic positivity? Yeah. It's like there are some of these games, like, I don't see where the audience for them is. Like, where's the money? Where's the value proposition here? It's like asking your family if you do something well and everybody says yeah. Yeah, and it's like this show reminded me a lot of, like, watching the first episode of, like, a season of American Idol where there's people that are like, ah, and then Simon Cowell is like, oh no, stop it, get out of here. And then they're like, yeah, this is my rendition of My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion, and it sounds like a dying animal. And so, yeah, I just, like, waste my time. Well, I think there were a few good games, right? There were a few good games. But ESG funding, I can't really see it all be ESG funding, man. I'm not seeing it. I just think that a lot of the games that they show, and, like, obviously it's not like, I mean, the show itself was fine. I just think that it could have been a lot better. And I don't know where a lot of these games come from that are just so... I just feel like they're so flaccid. So insanely flaccid. Zach, we're becoming a minority. But, like, here's the thing. I don't think that we are. I don't. And that's what's so confusing to me. Mostly Chinese? Yeah, but a guy that's Chinese that likes playing the same game as me, I don't know. I feel like I got a lot in common with him. Like, yeah, that's not like that. Like, I don't view that as being I grew up playing online video games. Like, I don't want to hear about that. Yeah, I guess we're all Chinese now. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. It's about the type of games that somebody likes, not what country they live in. Yeah, I mean, if there's a lot of people that are Chinese that like this game, there's been other games that are based off of Chinese lore and literature that the Chinese audience didn't go crazy for. So I don't think it's really that simple. Nobody in most cases makes enough to profit. They don't need to be mainstream successes. Many indies are funded by the government or by funds to boost the industry. Cheap and casual games are not made for the more hardcore gamer you typically see here on Twitch. Yeah, but like, here's what my question is. Where are they? Where are they? Because, like, they're not on Steam charts. They're on their phones, but these aren't phone games in a lot of cases. Where are they playing these games? They're a silent majority, but a silent majority can still be measured. You can still measure a silent majority in many cases, and I'm not seeing this happen. And that's why I'm confused.